Hey guys, so I've had a lot of you ask me questions about how to get started in makeup or for career advice and stuff, and I figured I'd answer it all by putting it in this video for you. And if any of you at home have advice for the other viewers, please do comment below. That would definitely help everyone out. So I'm just gonna get started with my story. I have always loved makeup since I was a little girl. I would be at home with my cousins doing little makeovers and stuff. I must have been like 10 or 12 or something like that. And as I got older, I didn't know for sure if I wanted to follow it as so much of a career. It's really taken off a lot now. But when I was younger, there wasn't Instagram or YouTube or any of those things. So it was kind of like you're a retail makeup artist or you're a bridal makeup artist. And then the thought of even being an editorial makeup artist or a TV or film or anything like that just seemed like so far-fetched. Although I find now it's so different. Like, anything you can dream, you can do. It's so achievable. So for me growing up, I didn't really think it was a career choice. So I kind of pushed it aside. But eventually, I mean, if something's totally your passion, it's gonna choose you. You're not really gonna choose it. You're gonna have no choice but to surrender and to be happy and to follow your dreams. So that's exactly what I ended up doing. I was really good at doing my own makeup, and I did my cousin's makeup and friends and stuff like that, but for me personally, I wanted to go to school and I wanted to study. Like I said, there wasn't YouTube or anything like that back then, so it wasn't like I could just tune into different people's channels and see, you know, someone with really light skin put makeup on, someone with really dark skin, and everything in between. So I wanted to go to school and study. If you think about it, you know your face better than anybody else, and you've worked on your face how many times. But when it comes to somebody else who has a different skin tone, different skin type, different texture of their skin, you won't really know how to manipulate products or what products to choose. So I wanted to make sure that I could work on pretty much anyone. So I went to school. I went to the Yorkville School of Makeup, which is part of George Brown College in Toronto. And I completed my courses, and then right away I wanted to get into retail. And I know a lot of you out there are like, why did you want to go into retail? Honestly, there is no better training than retail. Retail is amazing because if you think about it, everybody that walks in that door looks completely different from the person before. Might not be so much in your neighborhood, but what I would suggest is pick a location or pick a mall that is really busy. There's a higher chance that you will get a variety of skin tones and skin types flowing through the door. My best training, I would say, was when I was at the Mac store at Yorkdale Mall in Toronto. That mall is crazy busy. I think it's the second biggest Mac account in Canada. Literally all day long, I was working on so many different faces that now I could pretty much do anybody's makeup. So I would suggest, I mean, I don't say that you have to go to school because I feel like there is a lot that you can learn, you know, on our YouTube channels. Just watch a variety of people and see the products that they use and stuff like that. But I do think that you need experience in terms of trying it and applying it on many, many different people. So grab your friends, grab your coworkers, whoever you can, and just practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. Okay, and I know a lot of you are kind of unsure about what path to take in your career. Should you do bridal? Should you do film? Should you do television, editorial? Nowadays, there are so many different things you can do with makeup. All I can really say is try everything and be expected to do a lot of comp work in the beginning. So I mean like free work. You're gonna be giving your services to people for completely no charge. And you really have to sort of just be really humble and be grateful for the opportunities that come your way, because it is experience. It is building your resume. It is getting you in front of so many different people so you can really network and sort of get your name out there. And it's allowing you to try all these things that you might not have gotten to try, and then you might have been wondering, well, what if I should have done that? Or what if I tried that? So I did everything. I worked on student films. I'd be outside in the freezing cold Canadian winter in some random park doing makeup for a student film that I wasn't getting paid for, and all I was getting cookies at the craft service table, which I wasn't gonna complain about. You can trade services with someone else who's just starting out. So find photographers that are just getting out of school or in school that want to build up their portfolio. You want to build up your portfolio, so you get together, you grab a model that's brand new, and you get some awesome shots for your portfolio. And you get to see how lighting really affects the makeup on camera. So you can do that. You can do runway, assist bigger artists, look for agencies that represent makeup artists. Contact them. Just be like, you know what? I really want to get some experience. If you are looking for anyone to assist, that's what I did. I was like, I will wash your brushes. I don't care. Anything to get me on a set, it doesn't matter. Just get out there and try everything. And for those of you that want to blog or YouTube, my advice to you is that if you want to do it, take it seriously. Think of it as your job and commit to it. Don't be too afraid. I know in the beginning it can be a little bit scary to put yourself out there, but that's another thing that you never know what opportunities can come from that as well. And with YouTube videos, the first one is always the hardest. And film the first one and show your closest family and friends and get some tips from them. So basically when you do your first video, which you probably won't even end up posting because your friends and family will give you some advice, the next one will be even better. And when you're talking on camera, just pretend you're talking to your friends. Don't think of it as a camera that you're staring at. And above all else, with anything that you're gonna do, don't focus on the money, because if that's all it's about, you're not gonna really be focusing on the content. The content is what is most important. What you're teaching people, what you're talking about, what your videos are made up of. You really have to focus on giving people really good value, and that will bring more people back to you. And also don't focus on the money when it comes to the rest. If you wanna do bridal, if you wanna do television, if you want to do film, whatever you want to do, think about what makes you happy, because whatever makes you happy is ultimately what's going to drive you. It's going to be the reason why you wake up in the morning. You're going to be passionate about it, and you're going to want to go to work or do whatever it is your job is, and it will give you the energy to grow that creativity that will get you to the next level. So whatever it is that you're gonna do not focus on the money, because money is not happiness. I'm sorry, it just isn't. It can buy you a lot of things. It can buy you a lot of really fun, fancy things and take you on trips around the world. But at the end of the day, happiness comes from in here. So I'll fill you guys in on my little path to success. So ever since I was a little kid, I always loved television, and I always wanted to work in television somehow, but I didn't know if it was ever possible or anything like that. It was just a dream. When I was at Mac, so I was working in makeup, I was at Mac, I'd been at Mac for about 3 years. The news station that I work at now contacted our counter and was like, if you have any artists that would like to be on call, please let us know. I jumped at the opportunity. I was like, I need to work here. And I called them and they were like, well, okay, so the shift is 4:30 in the morning, and it was only on call. So if somebody was sick or on vacation, then I would be filling in. So I was like, I do not care. So I was on call for about 6 months. Eventually, 6 months later, I get a call. The makeup artist that works here decided to leave and pursue other things. Do you want to work here? I was like, yes. I do not care if I have to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, sometimes 3, I will take it. About 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I want to be on air. I love being behind the scenes, but I love being on camera too. So I was like, I want to be on air. I want to be the beauty expert. Let me just get on there and talk about makeup. And they were like, sure, we'll let you on. So I went on, I did it. I was so nervous in the beginning, but I just kept at it. And then I started doing it for the television show that I host right now, I in Asia. I was like, let me just be your beauty expert. Let me come on and talk about Bollywood makeup. And still nervous, pushed through it. You know, I didn't always have the most confidence, but I didn't listen to that little voice in my head that said, stop, don't do it. You know, you don't know what you're doing. Just like, stop making a fool of yourself. Just leave it alone. I was like, no, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. So I just kept at it, kept at it, kept at it. And eventually the show that I host, I in Asia, the host that was there wanted a break, and they're like, you're gonna host the show. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. And I've been doing it for 1.5 years now. And you just grow, you just have to face your fears. So if you have any sort of aspirations when it comes to makeup or hair or fashion, whatever your passion is, there will always be those voices telling you that you can't, or that maybe you shouldn't. You just have to ignore it for long enough until you believe that you can actually do it. And try everything. Try every little opportunity that comes your way. You never know where it's gonna lead or who you're gonna meet in the process. So if I had not taken the on-call at 4:30 in the morning at CH, I probably wouldn't be hosting my own television show right now. So that's what I have for you when it comes to career advice for makeup. Try everything, start in retail. If you want to go to school and you want to have that confidence, for me, it was personally getting that confidence to work on different skin tones. I just wanted to be educated in it. That's why I went. Do that if it feels right for you. Just immerse yourself in it and study everything. And just remember, you gotta hustle hard. If you wanna make it somewhere in life, you have to hustle hard. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. And I'm gonna have a video for you because I know a lot of you have been asking me what to have in your kit when you're starting out in makeup, when you're starting out in freelance and bridal or whatever it is that you're gonna do. I will have a video that will break that all down for you. And if you guys want any more advice from me, just comment below and I will do more talking videos like this. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and please share this video with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already and give me a thumbs up. Take care.